Thank you very much for joining the live stream or for watching the recording. I'll just move this a bit. And today I will be doing a live stream for 20 minutes and I will be answering your questions. So if you have any questions regarding immigration, housing, health insurance, starting a business, getting a trade license in the Czech Republic, getting the PR, anything like that, please comment and I'll be happy to answer it. Today I will limit it with 20 minutes because the previous live streams went for 45 minutes, even 70 minutes, I believe one of them. It's quite a long because now it's 10:15 already. So I want to go home and go to sleep. So that's why there is the limitation of 20 minutes. So we are approaching minute 1. So if you have any questions regarding immigration, housing, health insurance, business in the Czech Republic, please ask in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions, of course, what I know. Maybe also something about taxes, maybe also something about the data box, because that's a pretty big issue now. Data boxes for freelancers, which do not really work the way it should, but there might be some small changes which you just make in the settings and it might actually all work pretty well. So ask me anything, ask me anything, I'll be happy to answer, and I will finish the live stream in 19 minutes. Okay, first question. Pravin Karel, hello sir, my wife's visa was rejected 2 months ago, so how many days should I wait for refusal letter by Delhi embassy or ministry? Well, that's a tricky question. It depends on the reasons why she was denied and how you found out. If you found out through the embassy, then the embassy will also let you know when they receive the denial letter, and you at least know that the email communication works, that their emails don't go to spam or something. If you found out online, you should definitely wait for the embassy to contact you. Or maybe contact the embassy, but just asking, hey, I've seen 2 months ago that the application was denied. Don't you have any information from the ministry already? The embassy does not make any decisions, so they will not be able to tell you anything unless they have the information from the ministry. But what could have happened if it's 2 months already, that they already sent you an email, but either there was a typo in your email address, or they made some mistake, they made a typo, or it went to your spam and you never saw that and now it's deleted. So there might be different reasons why you haven't heard anything. Generally, if the embassy lets you know that you've been denied, then they usually send the letter from the ministry within a couple days or maximum couple weeks. So 2 months might be a bit too long. But again, depends also on the reason, because if the reason is simple, like they found out that your marriage certificate was fake, then the denial reason or the denial letter might come pretty swiftly. If it's something more complicated, because they always, when they deny the application, they need to write a letter explaining everything. As in some cases, it's easy, like we checked against the database, he's a wanted criminal, we will not approve a visa for wanted criminal. Easy. But if it's something your wife said during the interview maybe, or they checked some information about you and it was different than what your wife said, all that might cause that they need to write a longer letter, they need to quote the law, all that, and that might take longer because they don't want to write it. That's written by people who also have other work than just writing letters, so it might take some time. So it's very difficult to say exactly, but if the embassy has been in touch, then probably with you already before, then just wait. If they haven't, maybe get in touch proactively with like yourself and tell them, hey, 2 months ago I've seen that she's been denied, I haven't heard from you. Is it possible that you maybe send the information to an incorrect email or something like that? Ervan, hi Ann, hi Ervan, nice to see you again. Long time no see, right? Like 2 hours or something. So thank you for joining. If you have some additional questions to the consultation we had together, please feel free to ask. Verinci, where can we get the special form template for employer skill and qualification meet with expectation for change of employer? Verinci, I will send it to you. I will reply to the email and I will send it to you later, either today or tomorrow. It's on the, should be somewhere on the FRS, the ministry website as well. But honestly, the new one is kind of weird. It's good, it looks good, and it's good that all are actually like connected, that they changed also other websites, so they are all under the .gov.cz, which is like a great progress, because that means that someone actually started thinking about all the governmental websites, so that's good. But so it's a bit confusing for me still to find some information, because I was, for the last 11-12 years, I was used to the old one. Yeah, so it's definitely there somewhere, but I will reply the email and I will send it to you as well. I've seen that you send an email, and I first need to reply those who are paying for our services and are recently like in works or something, and then when everything is finished, then I reply these kind of requests. So any more questions, guys? I still have 14 minutes, so it usually starts like the live streams start being more interesting with more time passing, but I will really finish it in like 14 minutes when we reach 20 minutes of the total stream, because I'm still in the office, as you can see, for those of you who have been here. That's part of the office, so I'm still here. But I already need to go to sleep, so I will not do like 70 minutes long live stream today. But for those of you who are still here, please feel free to ask any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Any topics at all. Otherwise, I will be just like looking at you for the next 13 minutes, and now I'll be like awkwardly dancing for you and singing maybe as well. Or maybe if you don't have any questions, guys, maybe just let me know where are you from. Like I know, 2 of you I know, and the third one I can guess, I think. So for those of you who wrote the comments, I know. But for the rest, the remaining 6 people who are here watching, let me know maybe where are you watching from, if from the Czech Republic, or if you're somewhere else right now, what's your nationality, and we can maybe take it from there as well, because I might share some stories like different, how it works at different embassies, and for different nationalities how easy or complicated it is to get visas and stuff. So if you don't have any questions, that's fine. Maybe just shout your nationality, and I'll pick it up from there. And maybe, guys, if you're here and you have some recommendation for a topic, let me know. Like a topic for the video, what should I shoot next instead of these live streams? So what topic should I choose? If there is something you've been wondering about, or something you would like to have a video about, because I've done over 400 videos now, so I've covered basically every topic there is, and unless there will be some news, like that something changes or something happens, then it's very difficult for me to come up with new topics, honestly. So if you have some topic you would like me to talk about, let me know. Now, Yarina, hello sir. Hi Yarina, привет. Как дела? Virinci, if someone leaves the Czech Republic after working 5-6 years, then does she get social security or pension contribution money back? No, you don't get money back from nothing, because the money you paid towards the system are already long gone to the current retired people. That's how the system works. You are actually not paying for your pension for the future. You're paying to cover someone else's pension now, and you're hoping that when you get old, someone will be paying your pension at that point, which is not gonna be the case anyway, but that's how it works here. So yeah, you don't get money. You don't get money back, but depending on the country where you're from, I know where you're from, but it depends if we have some agreement with that particular country, which I don't know at this point. you might be able to transfer whatever you paid towards the Czech system to your home country's system. So when you leave in, you can go to the Social Security and you can request a special form. I don't know if it's like A1 or A302 or it's some kind of special form which the Social Security gives you with a confirmation of how long have you been paying for and how much you paid in total. And you can technically use that in your home country or in some other country to like prove that you've been paying towards the Social Security and use it for the pension in there. So that's possible, but might depend on the country of origin. So Yarina, please talk about citizenship. Okay, I briefly touched the topic. I've done a video about citizenship. It's, I believe, called Get a Czech Passport or something. So if you search on my channel, you should find it. But generally speaking, we don't really deal with citizenship by ancestry. So I believe it is if your parents or grandparents, that would be the last level. So parents or grandparents, if they were Czech or Czechoslovak at that point, you could potentially get a citizenship based on ancestry, but we usually do help with citizenship after long enough of living in the Czech Republic. Generally, the amount of time you need to be living here is 10 years or 5 years of permanent residency. So in some cases can be shorter, in some cases can be longer, but it's either or. So either 10 years in total. So if you've been studying here for 10 years and now you got the permanent residency, you can immediately apply for citizenship. Or if you came here, for example, as a close family member of an EU citizen, you got permanent residency after 2 years, which you can, then you can apply for citizenship after 5 years of the permanent residency, which means after 7 years in total. So there are some rules like that, but generally the mark is 10 years. You need to prove that you've been there is plenty of documents you need to collect. That's nothing like too simple. It usually takes weeks or months to prepare the application, and then it takes like a year or two to get the application approved or decided. So it's a very long process. You don't need to worry that much though, because you have the permanent residency, so nothing like changes that, but it's generally a pretty long process. And you need to have plenty of documents showing different things, from that you don't use any social security support or unemployment support, or if you did, for how long. You need to prove your income for the last 3 years. You need to prove how much time you've spent in the Czech Republic, how much time you spent in some other countries, travel, not only like living, but traveling. You need to prove that you've been integrated into the Czech society. So more ties you have to the Czech Republic, the better. So like if you have a husband here, kids, and you own a property here, you own a business, that's always better than if you're single and you just stick to the English speaking or Russian speaking or whatever community you are in, and you don't have any Czech friends, you don't have any no other links to the Czech Republic. So this is briefly what I could say about citizenship. If you need more information, please find the video I talked about. I think it's called Getting a Czech Passport. Amok Harde, I think you've been here, or you were here before as well the last time, so thank you for coming back. If one has few years of job experience on blue card in Czech Republic and then moves to another country at Germany, does that country consider Czech experience also when we file PR there? It depends on the country, so you would need to ask some immigration experts or the government of the country where you think about moving to. In the Czech Republic, the other way around, it works the way that yes, but it only applies to blue card. It doesn't apply to any other type of residence permit. But if you had a blue card in Germany for 3 years, then those 3 years would count towards your Czech PR. So you would need to spend only 2 years in the Czech Republic to get a PR, because the previous years in Germany would count. I would assume it's similar the other way around, but you would need to check with local immigration, because that can differ. Like there is some general policy, like immigration policy of the EU, but every country has their own, they have the option to alter it a bit. So might be different in every country. Erwan, can you tell us a bit about health insurance for visa application? Which one are the most recommended? I've done millions of videos about that, so go to my channel and check those. But generally speaking, you don't need to submit any health insurance when you're applying for a visa or residence permit at the embassy. You only need to get health insurance when you get approved. Okay, so when you submit the application, you don't need to have it, but once you get approved, usually the embassy sends you an email saying your visa or your residence permit has been approved for this period of time. Please come pick up the visa and submit insurance covering this whole period of the approved visa or residence permit. So at that point, you need to buy the health insurance. You need to buy comprehensive. I don't know if they still do it, but some embassies used to send like very confusing emails that you should buy just 3 months of emergency for the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, you can buy comprehensive for the remaining 9 months or whatever. That was so confusing and so like useless. Technically, it was correct, but it was like for real life, it had no sense. The easiest is if you just buy comprehensive health insurance covering the whole insurance period or the visa period, and then you're good. As for companies, it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what city you will be living in. We generally most work with Maxima, and we can get very good prices there for our clients. We also, or at least I also like Colonnade a lot. They're new, so we don't really know how they will how many doctors will accept Colonnade and how actually they will pay for everything, reimburse you, all that. But they seem to be very good. Like their terms and conditions are very simple. The prices are very good, so we often do Colonnade for our clients as well. But then depends. For example, PVZP might be best for smaller cities or smaller villages where there is a higher chance that some doctor will accept PVZP and not Colonnade, for example. So it depends, but generally speaking, I would go for Maxima. We do it for 90% of our clients, then Colonnade, and then the rest depending on your special needs, because it also depends on your age and if you're a student or not, depends on really the city. Depends on season, because some of the insurance companies now run some promotions where they lower the prices. So it depends. And when you get your visa approved, like 4 months from now, 5 months from now, it might be completely different as well. Mark Outdoors, UK national with PR, now also an Irish citizen, so European again. Should I change my PR to my Irish citizenship? Yes, ideally yes, that will only do good for you. So I would recommend that. Go to the ministry, show them the new passport, they will change it there. That's definitely better than not being an EU citizen. So yeah, I would do that. Zabit relaxation. Zabit, sorry for this, okay? But it's kind of funny because Zabit in Czech Republic means kill. So if you say Zabit relaxation, it kind of means kill relaxation, which is kind of funny for me. So sorry for laughing. Is there a 9-month seasonal work visa? No, not again, guys, please. What are the requirements for 9-month seasonal work visa from Pakistan? Not again. Zabit, please. Yes, there is this option, 9 months seasonal visa, but in my personal opinion, this is one of the biggest scams there are. Also, getting a work permit from someone for countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or that region, that's where many scams happen, where people either get you completely fake documents or they get you real documents, but you will never be able to use it because there are no available spots. The seasonal visa, usually the scam there is that might be very hard to get an appointment. So even if you get the documents, you might never actually apply for the seasonal visa. They might also deny it, depending on the documents you submit. And then also if you get the seasonal work permit visa or seasonal work visa for 9 months, you cannot extend it and you cannot switch to anything else other than a blue card if you find a job which pays 1.5 of the Czech national average, and if you have at least bachelor's degree. So you could potentially switch to the blue card, but if you don't find a blue card job or a sponsor for the blue card, then you need to leave. You cannot extend the seasonal work visa. You cannot apply for anything else. You cannot switch it to anything else. So honestly, don't fall for this, guys. I understand it. If someone tells you, yeah, we've done this before, we get you employment contract, you can apply for a visa, you can then switch it to anything else. Maybe that works like that in Poland, maybe it works like that in some other countries, but not in the Czech Republic. So if you can, guys, go for a different country. Honestly, I'm not saying this from the perspective like we would not want you here or we would not want to help you, but you will most likely get scammed. You lose your money, you will lose a year of your life, and you will not get here, or if you get here you will need to leave anyway. So it's kind of more like a warning for you. So the last answer will be for Tovart Marcel. Hi Jan, my wife arrived in Prague for the last 2 months. When can I apply for family reunification, and what amount can I be looking at to cater that process, please? Well, that's kind of, I don't understand exactly the question. If you want to clarify, what do you mean, like, when can you apply for a family reunification? So how is she here? Like, she doesn't have any visa at the moment, or she came here under the 90 days visa-free stay? Where are you from? All that. Because if she came here, let's say, I will now talk, trying to answer that, but if you can let me know a bit more, that would be better. So if she came here under family reunification visa, the visa sticker in her passport, she can apply for her student visa. And you have... you can apply for a family. Okay. Sorry, my mistake, my bad. Okay. So she came here as a student and you want to join her as a family reunification. Okay, yeah, clear. You can apply anytime. There are 2 types of family reunification. I've done videos about it as well. So if you just search my channel for family reunification, you'll find a couple of videos about this topic. But 2 types of family reunification. One, family reunification visa. You can apply anytime. You could have applied together, actually. When she submitted her application for the student visa, you could have submitted your application for family reunification. If you haven't done that, you can do it anytime now. You will get a visa for maximum validity of 1 year, which will be approved if you do it properly, pretty swiftly, and it's a relatively simple process, straightforward, not simple, but straightforward. And you can come here, you can be with her like in a couple months. You cannot work under the visa though. Then there is the other option, which is long-term residence permit for the family reunification purpose. And you can only apply for that after she will have been here for 15 months. So, but the reason to wait maybe is that when you come under that residence permit, you will already be able to work, let's say from day 1 or from the date when you get the actual residence card. So it depends. For the visa, you need to show just enough money in your bank account, which would be 120,000 crowns. For the residence permit, you would need to show high enough monthly income. But if she is a student, you might still do just the bank account statement. Yeah, so that's roughly this. Because there is this confusion, people, I don't know where you get it, people, but people often come to us, hey, my wife or my husband have been living in the Czech Republic for X amount of months. I know I can only apply after 15 months. Is there any other option? But the 15 months only apply to a residence permit application, to a card. If you want to come here under a visa, you can apply anytime. So that's the main takeaway from this. So yeah, guys, as promised or as mentioned, yeah, Brexit has and still is making new things. Yeah, I have heard a lot of things about Brexit, but there are other things happening as well. So yeah, that's how it is. That's the world. We just need to do the best with what we have. Yeah, so anyway, this live stream was planned for 20 minutes. It's 25 again. So I'm finishing the live stream today. I'll go home, I'll go sleep, I'll relax. And you do the same, unless, of course, you want to do something else. But if you're going back home or if you're at home and going to sleep, relax. Have a good night. And I will see you again on Monday, Thursday, until the end of the world. See you guys. Bye-bye.